Hello! Welcome again to Mr. Castrence's English 9 virtual class. Are you ready? Make sure that you have a ball pen and notebook with you so that you can jot down important information from this class. Alright, so for today, let's study the first and second type of conditionals. But before we proceed to the discussion proper, let's have first a recap of our lesson last week. So we will be having looking back questions, and then you will choose from the choices a correct model to complete the thought of the sentence. Are you ready? Let's start. So, looking back question number 1. Blank. You close your eyes while sneezing. These are the choices: can, should, may, must, will. What's your answer? 5 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Time's up. The correct answer is can. Do you get the correct answer? Wow. If yes, then let's now proceed to the third question. I will read. Blank, you come with me to the store tomorrow. Same options: can, should, may, must, or will. What's your answer? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. What's your answer? The correct answer is will. Do you get the correct answer? Who among you who got already 3/3? Anyone? If that is you, that's great. But let's see if you will get a perfect score, huh? We have 2 remaining questions, and I will read question number 4. Blank, I ask a question. Same options: can, should, may, must, or will. What's the answer? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Time's up. The correct answer is may. Do you get the correct answer? Who among you already got 4/4? Let's now proceed to the last question. Question number 5. You blank stop sleeping late. Same options: can, should, may, must, or will. What's your answer? 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. What's your answer? The answer is should. Alright, who got 5/5? If you got 5/5, that means you already understand our lesson last week. So, let's now proceed to the discussion proper. We have here a question. What is conditional? What do we mean by conditional? How do we use it in a sentence? Or how we form conditional sentences? These are the questions that will be answered in our today's lesson. Are you ready? So please, prepare your notebook and your ball pen and jot down all important information from this lesson. So what do you mean by conditionals? I will read first the text in the slide and I will explain. Conditionals may begin with the main clause followed by the if clause. It tells a possible situation in which the circumstance mentioned in the main clause may happen or occur if the conditions mentioned in the if clause are met. Alright, so conditionals are usually formed by 2 clauses: the dependent and the main clause. The dependent clause are the if clauses, and then the main clause contains the situation. So, when we say conditionals, it contains a possible situation and it is in the main clause. And it will only happen if the condition in the if clause transpired or met. And we have two types of conditionals that we will study today. The type 1 conditionals and the type 2 conditionals. Let's see the differences between the two. So let's start with the first type of conditional. This type of conditional is used when you are talking about possibilities in the present or in the future. Something that is about to happen. Now, there is a chance that it will happen. Not a 100%, but there is a chance. Okay, so we're talking about possibilities. So, what is the structure of the first conditional? So, in the if clause, you have what? If, the present simple, and then the comma. And then the main clause has the subject and will or other modal, and then the base form of the verb. So we have here two examples. The first example is this. If it is sunny tomorrow, I will go out for a walk. Let's look at the if clause. If it is sunny tomorrow. So this is the condition. If this is met, okay, if this possibility is met, then the situation will happen. I will go out for a walk. Are you getting it? Next example. I will be very thankful if you will come to my wedding. Okay, so the format of the conditional may be the main clause and then the if clause. It's still okay. And in the second example, okay, the main clause is in the first and then follows by the if clause. So the if clause here is if you come to my wedding. So this is the condition. And that you has the possibility to what? To come to the wedding. And if this condition is met, then the situation will happen. I will be very thankful. Understand? Do you understand? So now let's talk about the second type of conditionals. So you will use this type of conditional if you're talking about unreal possibilities. Huh? What do you mean by unreal possibilities? When we say unreal possibilities, it may not happen. It may be considered unreal, but there's still a chance that it will happen. For example, you may tell your friend, if I had won in Binibining Pilipinas, that's an unreal possibility. Why? Because how could you win in Binibining Pilipinas if you did not join in the contest? So that makes it unreal. But there's still a possibility. Why? You may join in the contest next year, or in next 2 years, or in next 5 years. Okay, that's why I said that it's a real possibility. It may consider to be unreal, but there's still a little chance that it will happen. So, how do you form second type of conditional? So you may form the if clause by if, then the past simple, and then comma. The main clause is formed by the subject, then the would or other modal, then the base form of the verb. When you say base form, it's not the S form or the past tense, the base form. So let's analyze the examples here for second type of conditional. So the first example, if I won the Binibining Pilipinas title, I would treat all my friends. So the if clause is considered unreal possibility. So, so it may be considered unreal, but there's a little chance that it will happen. Okay? So if this condition is met, then the situation will happen. What's the situation? I would treat all my friends. Okay, so if this person will join the BDB Pilipinas next year or in the next 2 years or 5 years, okay, why not? All right. So next, I could be sick if I didn't take care of myself. The if clause here is if I didn't take care of myself. Take note that the verb didn't, okay, it's in the simple past. So that's the structure for the second type of conditional. So this is the if clause, this is the condition, and then the situation is I could be sick. So take note that the could is used instead of would. That is possible. Okay? So again, the unreal possibility is if I didn't take care of myself. It hardly happens, right? Because every one of us take care of ourselves. But there's still a possibility. So it's considered as unreal possibility. Understand? So again, if this is met, then the situation will happen. Understand? Okay, so this is for the second type of conditional. So hopefully you understand our discussion of conditional and the first and second type of conditional. So we will now proceed to your performance task for week number 3. So this is about the first and second type of conditional. So you're going to study the issue of Anti-Terrorism Act of 2020, and you're going to make a stand on this issue and write at least 3-second conditional sentences in presenting your arguments. Okay, so the Anti-Terrorism Act of 2020 was passed last year. So please read some articles, some news about it, then weigh in the issue, then make a stand. So right after you make a stand, you're going to write 3 sentences. Okay, 3 first or second conditional sentences. So what will be the rubrics? So use this as a guide in writing your conditional sentences. So for the correct use of conditional sentences, 5 points. For the grammar, 5 points. For the accuracy, 5 points. So a total of 15 points. So if you are still confused about the instruction, you may send an inquiry to your teacher. So you may send a PM or a message in our group chat. Thank you, grade 9, for listening and watching to this video lesson. For your quiz number 3, please check your Google Classroom or your group chat to see the items to be answered. So for those who would like to submit their outputs online, please submit it through Google Classroom. And then if you don't have access to Google Classroom due to poor internet connection access, you may just go to the group chat, see the items, answer it in the bond paper, then have your parent hand in your quiz and your performance task during the scheduled date of submission. So for more inquiries, you may send it to our group chat or to me through a private message. Again, thank you and have a blessed day ahead.